What's cracking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid trance, and I'm definitely happy to do this one because I've been very remiss. I've talked about my favorite acid trance producers several times, talked about Pablo Gargano, rightly so, talked about Coors, rightly so, talked about Commander Tom, rightly so, recently been talking about Kai Franz and some of his early names, Acute Genius, Formic Acid, rightly so. I've been remiss. I haven't been talking about Nostrum. I'm a huge fan of Nostrum, aka Bernd Augustinski. I believe the son of an actor. I think it's like Pierre Augustinski. But yeah, basically this guy, people who know acid trance, people who like melodic acid music, will absolutely be familiar with him. He's from Germany. Made tunes for the German label Time Unlimited, primarily under the name Nostrum. This is a white label we're going to listen to, although I have to point out, you know, this happens with so many of his tunes. He has like a number of variations of several of his famous tunes, including The End, which is the tune we're going to listen to. And you'll see, this is his album Parish Fair, which I have 2 copies of. This is the better copy, and I wanted to just show that I had 2. I wanted to, like, I really am a huge Nostrum fan, but I couldn't find the other one. I was getting annoyed, so let's go with it. So anyway, as you'll see here, B2 on this album is The End, but it is in fact different from The End on The End EP, which is what this is, and there's a few other times where that's the case. There's a tune, I Like Waking Up the House. Again, you'll see here, D1, I Like Waking Up the House. I have it on an EP on Time Unlimited. It's a different version of the tune. I mentioned Chorus does this sometimes. There's like 3 or 4 different tracks that he made that all kind of are built off like the same general template. So it's weird. Obviously, Nostrum had, you know, so much creativity coming out of his head that even like he was putting out multiple versions of tunes. The only thing I don't like about that is that, you know, it should say like Parish Fair Edition for The End here or something. Or, you know, The End EP version, something. Again, there's like 3 or 4 times where there's multiple versions of a tune he made, but they just have the name of that tune. So unless you kind of know what you're dealing with, you might be led to believe, oh, that's what that tune sounds like, and whatever. And then you'd hear, you know, the same tune on a different release and be like, wait a minute, that, like, I know this tune, but it doesn't start that way, or, you know, whatever. So regardless, we're going to listen to the one on the EP. I do think it's a little bit superior. We may come back and listen to the other one just for comparison. But like I said, this was the first version I heard. I think it was on, I think it was on the Mystery tape. I'm talking about, you know, Mars and Mystery up in San Francisco, Frequency 8 Records. I think the Mystery Machine, one of their tapes, again, I think it was Mystery, not Mars, but one of his tapes had Nostrum's The End on it. I think that's one of the first places I heard it. I actually don't, that might not be true. I think I probably heard it at a trance party, and then I remember getting that tape, that Mystery tape, and being like, oh fuck, it's that tune, like right on. But again, it didn't have a set list, so I still was like, I don't know what I'm hearing, but I know I've heard this before. I think that's what it was. In any case, here we go. This is The End by Nostrum, Bernd Augustinski. I think this is 97? Let me just check. When is Parish Fair? Does it say when Parish Fair is? Nope, doesn't say here. It just says it was made in Germany. Well, let's look them both up really quickly. Nostrum, here we go. So Parish Fair was 97, indeed, and then The End is 96. So the EP that we're listening to, which I guess is sort of the original version. Man, there's like, then there's one on Made in DJ, but yeah, so this is Time Unlimited 61-6. This is from 1996. Parish Fair, with a different version of The End, came a year later. Here we go. Nostrum, The End on Time Unlimited. Though, as I said, this is a red label. The one on the Parish Fair edition starts differently than this. Thought I had it on the wrong speed for a second, but I don't think so. Definitely a tune you start the mix with. atmospheric, but the atmosphere is like you're being held captive somewhere. Like times are not good. This could mix with kinetic atom impossible trigger really well. That sound, that like sort of like staccato wave sound, it's an almost identical sound in impossible trigger. Did I already react to that one? I don't think so. It's getting to the point where I'm like, shit, bro, my short-term memory is gonna fuck me up. I'm gonna end up redoing a tune. Y'all gotta help me out. Like, if I start talking about, oh, I should do this one and I've already done it, please comment in the comments below. Yo, dipshit, go look at episode 76 or whatever. Like, you did that one. I don't think I've done kinetic atom ultimate trigger though. I should do that. It's a fucking tune, and it's again acid-trance, acid techno. You tell me. This is definitely acid-trance, but I love that vocal. Love the desperation of it. Like, I fucking know. Or exasperation, perhaps. I believe that little melodic wrinkle, I believe that's in a lot earlier in the other version, the Parish Fair version. So we have the deep bass, like, but we also have this A. First time you hear this, it's memorable. I mean, again, I think I heard it, I don't remember what DJ, I think I heard it at an outdoor trance party. So, like, this part is the part that stuck in my head at first, and then as you hear, the acid is equally memorable. So when I got that mystery tape, I remember I was so jazzed about, like, oh shit, it's that fucking track. Let it play out for a second. Because the melody's going to drop out, and then so what I was going to say is, Nostrum, I think, is known as much for his acid as anything else, but listening to this tune, I am in awe of his ability to mix the melody and the acid. Whispers, where his ability to coax it into those high, like, singing sort of flourishes and, fireworks is, right there at the top level, unquestionably. know. But she doesn't know anymore. I do like that. It's like maybe a moment of hope. Maybe not. Part A was the melody, part B was the acid, part C is both. And that, it really is an important layer. It's like there's the line that drops, but it's like it's leveling down while it's doing that. And now just the tension string, the bass line, the kick, the clap, and that little percussive rhythm that, you know, I've now noticed you hear it in a lot of techno and trance tracks. It's fair to say that one element of the bass sounds a little like bass flatulence. Am I stupid and immature for noting that? Interesting to let the full part of that last vocal go, whereas I don't know if we heard that at any point previous in the tune. But honestly, it's just a classic. I was thinking, as the tune was getting near the end, like, what do you even call his most famous tune? Brainchild? Baby? Monastery? I mean, maybe not Monastery, but, like, there's so many tunes that he's done. Because I was thinking, like, is this one of his really biggest hits? And I'm not sure. Like, Brilliant? It's another one. Like, it's just too hard to pick. So, we got a lot more Nostrum coming. As I said, I feel a bit remiss that I hadn't even really been talking about him too much. Much less reacting to his tunes, but I'm on it now, so we'll definitely get some more Nostrum coming. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if you're a big fan of his tunes. He did do an EP on Noom, as I said, as Nostradamus, but like I also said, the majority of his work is on Time Unlimited, so that's where we're going to be. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.